Hello everyone and welcome to this reflection from St Andrew's Roundhay for Friday the 18th of September. I hope you're all keeping safe and well and enjoying the sunshine that has been gifted to us over the last few days. Today you'll see I'm dressed in all black. There's a reason for this, is because at the time of recording this, which is the day before, it's not because I'm a last minute person. It's because I'd been spending so much time, of course, thinking about what I was going to say. I'm dressed in all black today because I'm about to head off and go and do my last shift at Everyman Cinema in Manchester. Of course, I'll be leaving that to move to Sheffield and begin my new role in a couple of weeks' time. And it got me thinking, actually, Everyman Cinema, because it's, for those of you who haven't been, it's a service to seat cinema. So we offer a delivery service during the ads and trailers at the beginning of the film for food and drinks. We've got a bar, we've got a kitchen, and so people can enjoy the food and drinks either in the screen or before or after the film as well. And people often come in to us and say, well, what's this about? Because it seems strange, because we, at the end of the day, show all the same films as everyone else. But it's about that experience. And that experience kind of made me think about some of the experiences we have in our lives as Christians. Because some might be thinking, well, why would I want to pay more to go and watch exactly the same film as somewhere else? But it's actually about that special experience. And we get that special experience from Jesus as well. That something extra. Something that's worth paying for. Of course, not in terms of money, but in terms of our price, the price that we pay, the cost of following Jesus. A cost that was borne so greatly by so many of Jesus' disciples and their followers. So actually it is worth paying for. That experience with Jesus, that, we get happiness. Other people might feel that they get happiness from other things too, perhaps from material goods, i.e. they're watching the same film but somewhere else. But that happiness isn't really as deep and as true and as meaningful as that happiness, that joy that we get through following Jesus Christ instead. We often get so caught up in being happy from other things, from those material goods that I'm talking about. But actually, is that really true happiness? Is that really the fullest, the best experience of life that we can get? I don't think so. And sometimes that happiness can be quite difficult to find, or sometimes it comes to us when we least expect it. Sometimes that word from God comes to us when we least expect it. I'd like to read to you now a passage from 1 Kings chapter 19, verses 7 onwards. Just trying to find the verse there. And I'm reading from the New International Version. The angel of the Lord came back a second time and touched him and said, "Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you." So he got up and ate and drank. Strengthened by that food, he travelled 40 days and 40 nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There he went into a cave and spent the night. And the word of the Lord came to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" He replied, "I have been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, torn down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. I am the only one left, and now they are trying to kill me too." The Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by. Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. One of the great hymns, Dear Lord and Father of Mankind. The final verse says, breathe through the heats of our desire, thy coolness and thy balm. Let sense be dumb, let flesh retire. Speak through the earthquake, wind and fire, O still, small voice of calm. Often in our lives we're faced with so many earthquakes, winds and fires of sorts, sometimes even literally, of course. But sometimes all we need to do is listen for that still, small voice of calm. It's also a lot about expectation as well. Expecting the Lord to just come in through these massive miracles, these big earthquakes, these big winds, these big fires. And of course, sometimes that's the way God works. But often if we spend too much time looking for those big things, we will miss that gentle whisper, that still small voice of calm. Of course, at the moment, it's very difficult for us to find that time to look for that still small voice of calm. Some of you may be finding that time at the moment, which is brilliant. But I know I personally have been struggling to find that time in the hustle and bustle of a next normal, shall we say. But I would like to encourage you, if you can, to spend some time looking and listening for God in those small moments, those gentle whispers. Because that still small voice of calm may well be that voice you need to hear at this time. Don't forget that even though the film might be the same in two different places, it's always worth giving your life to Jesus, offering up yourself to be a follower of him and get that extra special experience. That life filled with joy, with hope, and that life filled with each other and with Jesus Christ. That is the life that I want to spend my money on. What about you?